Hi, my name is Venus Azevedo Laboda. I was an advocate for veterans that suffered post-traumatic stress from the war. I lost my brother from post-traumatic stress disorder. He lost his battle, and ultimately, he took his life. My brother, Philip Azevedo, came back at age 25 with the Bronze Star for 18 Reasons of Valor. We grew up in a home where our father suffered from PTSD. He was a field medic in Vietnam. And he would tell me stories that were very difficult for him to handle. My father had no idea that he was suffering. But today, I'm here to talk about my PTSD because it just doesn't affect our veterans that went to war. You can suffer from it anytime you go through a traumatic event. For me, my PTSD was exacerbated with my brother's suicide. It's been very difficult for me. I was the one that would educate others on the signs, the symptoms, and what they could do. Here, I was suffering from post-traumatic stress and didn't realize how bad it was. I was told just recently that my diagnosis for post-traumatic stress disorder rates on a level of veterans that have gone to combat. The irony in that alone. That was a devastating diagnosis for me. Especially when you are a strong, independent woman that could move mountains. Because they told me that I couldn't work anymore from it. I suffer from depression, anxiety, panic attacks. Before, I didn't have a problem doing that. I could stand up in front of a crowd and speak for an hour and not have any problems. But now it's different. Today, the cycle ends when it comes to my family because PTSD has caused havoc in 3 generations of my family. And today, it stops here. I've suffered from post-traumatic stress now, and I can tell you this, God saved me. When I felt alone and nobody was around and didn't care, Christ was there. You go to therapy, but the peace that Christ gives me, because all we want to do is feel safe. And He gives me that safety. He gives me the comfort. I am trusting Him. I'm trusting in Him. When you have PTSD, you don't realize how it affects all aspects of your life. There's a stigma for people that want to reach out. We have so many people around us, even our own family, friends, they don't understand what we're going through. Some wounds are not visible. My brother came back with the Bronze Star, both arms and both legs. He would say, if I was bleeding from my head, would you pay attention then? Would you then see that I did have a problem? Not all wounds are visible. And that's where the stigma lies. So please, Google post-traumatic stress disorder. Educate yourself on the signs and the symptoms, because you can run into anyone in your days and weeks that just might need some encouragement that you have.